So hi guys, hope everything is fine. So today this tutorial will be a little bit different. I'm going to try and do a cinematic for a game. So when when you playing with your character and then you suddenly go into a new level or something, and then it appears all of a sudden a cinematic with camera movement and some action happening. And then when that action ends, when the cinematic ends, you are ready to continue your game with your player character. So the idea is how to trigger that cinematic. And at the same time, I'm going to try and solve a problem that one of our subscribers asked me. And it says uh, when you're doing when you're playing and then the cinematic comes, usually when it ends, the character will be in the same place where it started. But this question is always good for me to go and try. I like this because um, it's kind of a challenge, trying to solve something, and you learn while you do it. So what I try to do, it's how can I make it um, so that after the cinematic ends, so our character will enter the room, and then it triggers the cinematic, and then we see in the cinematic that same character walking somewhere, like a movie, an animation, and then when he gets to some place, the cinematic will end, and the character will be in that exact place where the cinematic ends, and the action and the game starts from there again. Okay, so that's the question I'm going to try to solve. And at the same time, we're going to learn how to trigger a cinematic for a game. We can use a normal character as we wish. I'm going to try and do it with the metahumans. There's a bit of a difference. We need to prepare things in a different way. To be honest, I'm not, and I want to say this, I'm not a professional on blueprints. I consider myself a beginner. I'm learning, but this is always good because you're searching for answers. You're trying different things, and you try to make it work. If you have some basic knowledge, you can always already start playing with the logic and trying to think how can we do this. So that's what I'm going to do here. Also, I'm improvising a little bit. So I'm really sorry if for any reason I will make some mistakes and then go back and say again, okay, maybe we do this instead of that. So bear with me. This is improvising a little bit. So let's try and do this. So first thing, we'll need a set and a metahuman, okay, to start doing this. So I'm going to launch a new project. I'm using Unreal Engine 4.26.2, and we are going to set up a new game. So we choose game, and we do next, and then we want a third person game. Okay, we're going to try to do a third person. So that's choosing here this option, and you do next. We don't need ray tracing, so disabled. Maximum quality is okay. We will not need starter content. You will place here the folder where you want your game to be, your project, and you can name it. I will name it tutorial, just tutorial. Okay, and create the project. And so here we are for to begin our adventure in trying to make a game cinematic, trigger a game cinematic. So first things first, we need to have a set. We could use this one, but let's make it a little bit nicer. So what I did is this. I went to this set to these assets, a modular sci-fi season 1 starter bundle. You can check for this on the marketplace. Okay, it's free. So you just download it, and after you download it, you'll see you'll have here an option to add this to your project. So that's what I'm going to do. So here it is. If you look for sci-fi, you'll see this modular sci-fi season 2. You just need to add this to your project, and then you choose the name of the project. In my case, it's tutorial. So let's add it to our project, okay? And here it is. It will be on this folder called starter bundle, okay? So here is where this set will be. We're just going to look for the maps, so modular sci-fi maps, and then maps. I think is this one. No, it's not this one. I believe maybe the collection maps. I think it's this one. So we open this, and here it is, our map. This is a nice one. It's big. You can walk around all the rooms in this. As you see, it's really. Let me get this speed a little bit lower. You have a big station here, big sci-fi station, is really nice, okay? But what we're going to do exactly is we're going to use only one of the rooms. So we're going to use this room, and my idea will be to have our character here. You will spawn here, okay? You'll start here, and then you'll enter, and when he comes around here, there's a trigger that will launch the cinematic, and then we will see our character in that cinematic walking here, and until here we have to maybe put 2 cameras to give some different angles, and when this camera ends, the action will end and the character will be here waiting for his next adventure, okay? So this is the idea. Let's save this. We'll save this with a new name it tutorial or intro tutorial. Okay, and we save it here in our contents. Okay, so we're ready to start. We have our set and we are all ready to go. So what we need now, we need to get our metahuman to be also in this project. So we go to Quixel, Quixel Bridge. I have another video on how to set up all this, but so you can just go and watch that video, and then you have an option here, metahumans. You will click here, and you will have some presets, or you have the ones you created if you have the creator. I created just a few ones just to play around. We will use this one, so I will just export it to Unreal Engine, and it will open in the project you have already opened. And there will be some messages around here saying that you need to enable something. So you just click enable, and that will be okay. It will take some time, and when it ends, it will also compile the shaders, and you will have your metahumans in here, in this folder. Okay, so now what we need to do is this. So we need a metahuman there, but we need the default character of UE4. If you make play here, it will be here, right? Okay, so what we want, and he has these arrow animations, you see. So what we need is we need to substitute this character by a metahuman and give them to the metahuman these same animations. So how are you going to do this? So first things first, you need to go to our character. In my case, I called him Samuel, and you need to find the blueprint for him. Okay, so you need to open the blueprint. You go here to the viewport, and you have our metahuman here. Let me see. Yeah, it's great. If you go from very far, you see there's a lot. The level of details are working only when you get next to the character. Okay, so Now we have our metahuman, and if you see here, he has several parts in his body. So you have a face, and then inside of the face, hair, eyebrows, etc. Then torso, legs, and feet. So what we'll need to do, let me close these windows I have here for now. We don't need them anymore, at least for now. So we need to take it out from here, okay? And we put it here so we can see everything. And then what we'll need to do, we'll need to find our third person BP, our blueprint, and we need to duplicate and call him hero. So we just right click, duplicate, and you duplicate the third person character. So we can use this one, the hero one. And we double click also, and we open it, and we're going to do exactly the same. We put it here, and my computer is slowing. Okay, so we go to viewport, and you see the character. So we have both characters. So what we need is this one to have the same. So this one will be our final character. Will need to be the same as this one. And well, the best thing to do this is you click on our hero. You click here in mesh to select it, and then you'll come here and you'll drag. We'll have to do this one by one. You will drag the face into the mesh. Okay. You will not see nothing happen here, okay, for now. So you'll just give him the same name, face. Then we don't need to do this right now, although we can. Okay. Inside of the face, hair. And then inside of the face, eyebrows. Again with this one, fuzz. In here, eyelashes. In here, mustache. And beard. Okay, we already have the face. And now we do the same with these ones to the mesh, not to the face, torso. Then the legs to the mesh, and then the feet to the mesh. Okay. And now we click save, we compile and save, and we close it, and we open again. And when you open it again, you will see, if you go to the viewport, that somewhere in there, there's our metahuman. But of course, it's not yet completed, and it's very strange because the body, we need to change the body to the same dimensions as this one. So, okay, we need to go and put again the torso. Some problem there. He created some skeletal meshes. I don't know why. So we need to do it again. Okay, so torso, legs, and then feet. Wait. Okay, compile, save. I'm sorry because I'm trying this for the first time also, like you. So we're trying to figure this out. Okay, we have here, now his head is somewhere. But well, we need to work this out. So mesh, and then let's see again what we have here. Which body we'll use. So it should be the male, medium. It should be this one. what we need to find is our metahuman, again, blueprint, and let's go. So, okay, so it's tall body. Okay, let me see. Tall NRW body. Let's go again to our third person. Okay, and let's go to our hero mesh, and let's try to find here tall NRW body. I believe is this one. Okay, now everything fine, as you see. So we just needed to choose here the same skeleton that we have in our blueprint, of course. Okay, so I was forgetting this. So now it's okay. Compile, save, and we have our hero that it's complete. So we could already have him play. So if you go into the world settings, you have the third person, right? Third person game. If you click here and you have default pawn, instead of the third person, we click hero. Okay, let's save this. And if you make play, you will see now there's a metahuman there. Okay. For some reason, he has these yellow things, so we'll need to see some kind of yeah, that's has to do with the lightning, some reflection here or something. When we start walking, it's okay. Okay, but he doesn't have animations. Okay, so we need to get him these animations. Let's do this now. Okay, guys, so here is where we need to make a stop, a pause in this tutorial to tell you this. There is a current problem with the metahumans. If you use the sample one before the early access arrived, they had a file, a pause file, where you could very easily retarget the animation using that pose file to our default UE4 character. Now, after the early release, that file is not coming with the new characters. I think they are taking care of that. So I hope in a few days we'll have a fix for that. But for now, there isn't. So how can you get your new character to get the animations for third person characters so that you can play with him with the right animations? So for that, what we're going to do is this. I will make a pause in this video. So you'll make a pause here, and I will send you to another YouTube channel. The only one I could find that has a solution, workaround, provisory workaround for that. So we are here. We are all here to help each other. So I believe I should, because it's the best way to be, to go into tell you to go into this one, Fractured Fantasy. Subscribe to the guy because he has nice tutorials, and he found a solution that I think it's a good workaround for the time being. So please go to that. I will link it down below. Fractured Fantasy, Metahuman Creator full tutorial. So he has other tips very nice here, and some other videos that are also very nice. So go there, please make a pause in this video and follow his instructions for around more or less 1 hour and 2. He has that how to do that workaround to your character. So just follow what he says, and when you finish, you come back to my tutorial so we can go now and take care of the cinematics part of the triggering. And you can learn how to do that. Okay, so make a pause and come back. So guys, now we have our metahuman that's animated. So if you make play, here it is. The guy has all these animations. He can walk around. So what we want to do now is create a cinematic. So when the guy comes, I don't know, around here, it will change to our cinematic where we will see him from another shot, and then he will play around for here. You come here, maybe we give him another camera shot here, and then when the sequence, the cinematic ends, you will see, you will be here, and you can continue playing with him. Okay, so that's the idea. So the thing we'll need to do is to create a box trigger that will be more or less around here to trigger the animation, but we will not use this third person character for the cinematic. And I will show you why in a moment. We'll substitute him here for one new character, another same character, but not our third person character, okay? It's just for the cinematics. So if we go here, I will make a trigger when he comes out of this door. So let me go here. He is here, right? He'll start here, then you'll come here, and more or less here we need to make a trigger. So we just go here into our box and get a trigger here, and then we just need to scale it. I need to put it here in the middle, then scale it. So there's no way you can pass here without being triggering the action. Okay, so we'll have our box trigger here. Let's say here this is trigger sequence. Let's name it. I had created one before, we just delete it. Okay, so we have a trigger. Okay, now we need our new character to start in here. And so let me see. I'm improvising a little bit here, okay? Let's go to the Metahumans folder. And we have our blueprint for our character. Let's put in here, okay? So we now have the character here. The guy will start acting around here. Okay, so nice. So we need to animate him, create a new sequence by coming here, add level sequence. Then you give it a name. I already made it, so you just need to give it a name. Maybe create a new folder like me. I create the folder called cinematics, and I record my intro here. So you just click here, intro, and put it inside their cinematics folder, and you have a sequence. It will open, sorry. Okay, so our sequence will be open here. And here is where we put our action, all our action for this cinematic. So we need to get our BP Samuel in here because he will be acting. We don't need the control rig. So we now need to go to his body and add a transform. Okay, transform track. And here we set the beginning there. Then we walk until the 4 seconds. I put this a bit longer, okay, 4 seconds, so that you can, so we can have time to see our cinematic. Okay, I went here to change for 2 seconds, okay, instead of frames. So you now have a 4 second sequence, and we are going to translate these movements, put it here, just rotate it. So at the end, next to the 4 seconds, you will be around here. Okay, you see? So it seems a bit strange. So it's going like this, but in our sequence, for our sequence, we could set this better, of course. But this is just for small, simple tutorial. So you can, of course, change. Maybe here you give him maybe a little bit more here, and you set a keyframe. So now you see this is coming a bit better. Maybe he could only rotate around here, not so much in the beginning. So you can set it up as you wish when you do your cinematic. So, okay, we already have the guy walking. That's what the important, and then he stops walking here. That's great. So now we need a camera. So let's go into the beginning. Let's add a camera. You can just click here, this is simple, and you get a new camera, okay? So let's go to our camera. Okay, we have our cinema camera. We did change. We're going to change his name. So just rename it to camera one. Easier because we're going to create two cameras. Okay, but this is the first one. We click here. If this is the default, you click here on your camera so you can see through the camera. Okay, and so maybe we want our shot to start around here. And what we need to do is you come down and you click transform. This is the beginning. And then he starts walking. Maybe around here, we will make a zoom to the guy a little bit. We change our focus in here. Oh, sorry. I should have done, let's more or less here because it will still keep walking. We click here and we make a transform, and only now we change the focus. So you go here to the focus and you get our character in focus. Okay, so here. Now it's in focus and we make a key. All right, so now our camera, our sequence will start here. Camera will get near. All right, and then we'll add a new camera. So we just click here, rename the camera to camera 2, and we do the same. So we now are at cam 2, and we're going to change this for like, we'll put our camera here, okay? And we start with a key. And then next to the end of the animation, the camera will change the shot. So we're going to do this, okay? This will be the shot, okay? Transform here, change the focus. Maybe some movement, like maybe something like that. Better, transform. So this will be the second shot, okay? And how you'll see all the shots together is by going to this camera cuts, okay? If you come to the beginning, we'll start with cam 1. So we click here. We start with cam 1. Then more or less in here, when you will almost go out of the shot, we come here, new binding to cam 2, and we change to cam 2. Now the guy is coming out of focus, and then he gets in focus. So let's get the focus of our second camera better since the beginning. Okay, so when you change here, we're going to get our focus to be all right, and we click make a key on our cam 2 on our focus. So the focus will be okay until the end. All right. So now we have a sequence. Okay. Our sequence is ready. Okay. So what will happen now is that we have a sequence made and we have a box trigger here. But we now have to connect all these things, okay? So what we'll need to do is we need to do a blueprint. Come here to blueprints. First of all, please select the trigger, okay? So trigger box that we created, okay? We have to have it selected. We go to blueprints, open a level blueprint, and we right click, and we have our event for triggering the sequence. So we just go here, select collision. What we want to happen? We want to trigger the sequence when our actor begin overlap, right? The box. So this all is related to the box. And we right click and we have this create a reference to intro, okay? So here's our intro. That's what we want to launch, right? So we now need to target that to play, okay? To play a sequence. So we need that when we get into our begin overlap our box or trigger sequence, then the sequence will need to play. So we just come here and we write play sequence. I think, let me see, play sequence player. Okay, here it is. This is what we need to do, and we connect these two things. So what this will do is that we'll play the sequence when our character gets into that box. Let's compile and save. Let's go here and let's play. Okay, don't worry, I will show you. You'll see our other character there, but this one will be walking, and when he gets here, our sequence is playing. Amazing, huh? But we now have two guys there. Why we have two guys there? We shouldn't. So we'll need to make a few changes there, so that we can make it work. Okay. So one thing we need to do is that we need to be sure that this will happen only one time. Okay, the triggering of the box. Okay, so maybe let me go into here, and we can do something. Probably let's do this. Let's drag from here and choose do once. Sorry, once. Okay, because we need that this will only trigger once. Okay, so this will happen. This is better we do it, because if we continue playing and we get again into the box, our box, it will happen all over again. So we don't want that to be happening. Okay, so and now we also need that our original third-person actor gets hidden in the game when the sequence starts, right? So what can we do for that? So maybe what we can do is okay. There's another thing we also this a lot of things we can do here. One other thing is we also besides making disappear, we also need that the control that we cannot control that character for a while, I'll say. So we need to disable input for our character. So maybe let's for now do, after this we get a disable. I'm improvising a little bit, okay? So I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we have a disable input, and what we want to disable is our control and our character, our player controller and our character. So we need to get our player controller or player character. So player. All right, we have a player character. Where is our character? Get player character, and also player controller. Okay, we can compile. So what we're doing here is we're disabling input for our character, and then also we will need to make him disappear, because we want our cinematic character to do their magic, so work in doing his work. Okay, so we need to set up the disappearing act. So we can do that from here. Okay, so we come here and we do let me see what was the best. Is we need to hit, like, let's write hidden. Okay, set actor hidden in game. Okay, so we now have our character hidden, And what will be hidden? It's the same as this, okay? Same thing. So maybe we can make a copy. And oops, why? Okay, here. And we need to do the target. Sorry, we don't need player controller. We just need the character. We want to we want our character to disappear. Okay. So let me see. I think for now this is going to work. Let's try it. So if we play, okay, we still have our actor there. No problem. It's normal. But then here, it didn't disappear. Oh, why it didn't disappear? Let's see. Of course. So that's why it's always nice this, because we're trying, and we, of course, I'm forgetting to click here. So we need to have it hidden. So we need to check this. Okay. So let's do it again. Save, play, and now it will work. So it will come here, trigger, disappear. Now we have our character doing his action, and here it is. Okay. And then we go back, and the guy is still in the same position, and that's what we don't want to happen in this case. But you could in your game, and of course we cannot control the character. I cannot do nothing. I'm trying, but can't do, because we disabled his input, so we cannot have him walk again as normal. Okay, so what we are going to need to do now is we need to, of course, get the actor enable again. And well, how do you do this? So we need to see what we need to do is we need to have to see where our actor to get our actor to a new location. Okay, our third person actor will need to go now into a new location. Okay, so we need to set here set actor location. Okay, here that's what we need to do. So what we need this this one is our movie character. Let's forget it for a moment. Our player character will need, after it triggers, it disappears, we'll need to have him reappear here in the end of our sequence, okay, of our movie. So what we're going to do is we set actor location here, okay. Let's delete this. We need only this the actor location, and we need to make between the play of the sequence, maybe do a delay here. Okay, we need to do this delay because our sequence, we need to see the time of our sequence. So our sequence has, let me see, about 4 seconds, 4.9, but we, you know, what you need is here. So about 390, our sequence has about 390 seconds. We'll need to give control back to our player. So what we do is we make a delay with 3.9 seconds. So after we play, there's a delay. So the actor was hidden. There's a delay, and it will reappear. Our third person character will reappear here, okay? And we'll need to set our target, of course, to our character. So here's our player character. It is, okay, I think this will be enough. And then what we need to do is we need to make the actor reappear. So let's get the hidden command again. Let's just copy this. We need to set the actor visible again. Okay, so what we need to do is the same thing. Get player character. And now we don't need to, we can't tick, okay? Need to tick this off again. So you will be visible again, right? And this will happen after we set the location, okay? So the best way would be to, of course, have it around here, but well. So we need to set actor location, make it visible again, okay, in the new location. That's what we need to do. We need to say where we want him to reappear, right? So we can do this like that. At least that's what I did. If you click here and you put our character there, our character is there at the end. This is one from our sequence, but it's good for us to see the numbers. So we see here we need 2, 4, 6 on the X. Okay, so let's go here. 2, 4, 6 on the X. And then we need to see minus 5, 2, 3, 6. 5, 2, 3, 6. Okay. And 1, 0, 5, 7. 1, 0, 5, 7. I think it's this. Let me try. Let's play. So he goes here, walks in there. Oh, maybe some problem in the location. So let me see what's happening. So we're setting the new location to, oh, yeah, I think I missed something here. So let me see. 2946, sorry. 2946. Okay, so compile, save. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm also practicing at the same time because I'm trying this. So, okay, here it is. Here we go. The guy is here and is in the right place, but we're watching the camera. So let's see. We'll see that in a moment. We now need to take care of our sequence, okay? So let's go. We need our character to be visible, to only be visible, our movie character, okay? Not the third one, the third person character. The movie character needs to be visible here. So we need to add a track, actor hidden in game, okay? So we now have that's a possibility that's here, visibility, right? So we need to make him to be visible only when the sequence starts. So in here we make a key saying is visible, but before, a little bit before, we need to take this out and have a key showing that he's invisible. So before he's invisible, only visible here when he starts walking, okay? And then he goes all the way, all the way, all the way. And when he gets here, so 390, in here, we need to make a new key and it will be not visible from here. Okay, so now what happens is this, not visible, visible, not visible. Okay, so when we save, and let's save everything, let's save here too. So when you go here and we play, sorry, what is happening? So as you see, we don't see the player anymore, right? And then it will disappear there. And we'll have to get control of our player once again. So let's get maybe here. Just go and copy this. Oops. So I want to copy all this. Let me. It will not let me copy. Okay. So Control C, Control V. Let's get this in here. So we need to set actor hidden, so visible again, and we need to enable input. Sorry. Okay, let's save, compile, and let's play it again. So here's our character, walks, cinematic starts, the guy goes here, and at 4 seconds we should have control of our character again. Let me see why that is not happening. Where is... I think the location of our character, for some reason, is not going to the right place. So let's do this in a different way. Let me go here. Let's get our BP sample just for to help us. No need. Let's get a basic box around here. So a basic cube, and let it put here. Okay, let's watch this again. So what's happening here is we need our character, but we need him to be up. So I think the problem is in here. So 1 1 1 9. Let's here 1 1 1 9. Let me see the other numbers. So 2 1 3 5. Let's change this also. 2 1 3 5. So this will be, you will have to try it, okay? You have to try different ones, try to get it to be in the place you really want. It's surely there will probably be some better ways to do it. But I'm not good at blueprints. So this was what I came to. So let me get this out of here. Let's try play again. So he comes, the cinematic starts, go here, and he's there. Okay, so, but we have a problem. It's the rotation of the guy. So let's go to our intro. Set actor hidden, disable inputs, and maybe we will find a set actor rotation. Actor rotation, here it is, okay? And I found that you maybe just need to change this. So 50. And let's try it again. Guy enters. The scene starts. And for some reason, the guy is not. I think maybe what we should do is to have this come to here. these two here. Compile, save. Here he goes. Scene. Okay, rotation is not good. It should be rotation -50. Let's play again. So I'm trying it. Okay, so bear with me. It's not working. So, oh, of course it's not working. So this is, oh my God. We need to, of course, to get our target to the player character. Okay. That's why I say I'm not too good at this. But I think we got it. So let's save it and let's play. The guy comes. Here he is. Very cool. Comes here, and we had changed the rotation to -50. No, we want 50. So this is where we need to try a little bit with trial and error. Okay, but you can see that it is happening. So the guy is going, and you just need to get him to the same position. So there is no real problem. And so here he is again, and in the same position. So you need to tweak a few things. And so a while ago, I made a mistake, of course. I made a copy of the disable input. What I need here is enable input. We need to enable input back again. So just going to the player, target, compile, and save. And now I think we'll have our scene. You can do a few tweaks, of course. You probably will need to do for the position in the end, because it's not exactly in the same position. And I think our also we should change a little bit the timing. So where do I have the here? Okay, so and I need to do. We need to do a bit of some tweaks. So, for example, we need to get our scene to be a bit shorter, I believe, because there is a shot there from our camera that shouldn't be there. So I'm doing some tweaks here. So what we need to do also is to get our scene to shorter, and here this is the end of the scene. Okay, so it has to end at the time we want to change to end our scene. So we need to put it at the same time. So let me just try again and play it. Okay, we're right almost there. So this is, we give it 4 for our scene. So our scene should be at 4. Okay, at 4. And the visibility should be also exactly there. So let's put our visibility here. So at 4, we make it invisible. So you need to shorten this, okay? You need to work with the end of the sequence. So the end of the sequence will be the end also of the visibility of our character. It disappears, and then from here on, we have an action. We have our third person character appears at 4. Okay, so let's try it again. And it is. more or less this. Of course, you can play around a little bit with your scene, but the character will be the same exact place, and then you can just play with him. So you just need to work a little bit with the ending of the scene and the animation, so that it will be exact as you wish. But this is the process. I'm sorry because it was a bit clunky because I was improvising. I just tried it once. And then I was trying a few other things. I'm not also a coder or even a blueprint expert. I'm a complete beginner in this kind of in blueprinting, so only for basic things. So I hope this helped anyway, and I see you guys soon.